You are listening to Infinity Podcast, a show that is aiming to inspire personal growth. My name is Sediqa Sarwari, and I'm a passionate lifelong learner. Here on this podcast, I'm talking about the best parts of the books that I'm reading. Follow Infinity if you want to get inspired or if you are interested in personal development. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Infinity. Today, I want to share with you the heart of a life-changing book that I have read and I found it useful. It is called Nonviolent Communication by Marshall Rosenberg. The Nonviolent Communication book, or NVC in short, it was published in 1999 for the first time. And since its release, it has sold millions of copies worldwide. And it has been translated into 30 plus languages, becoming a textbook book in psychology, conflict resolution, education, and peace studies. All right. So at its core, nonviolent communication, or NVC, it's not just a communication technique. It's a way of living that helps us connect more deeply with ourselves and with others. Rosenberg believed that most conflicts don't come from people being bad or being wrong, but from people not knowing how to express their needs or how to hear the needs of others. He breaks nonviolent communication into 4 simple steps. By following these 4 steps, we can have nonviolent communication with anyone and avoid and prevent conflicts. Step number 1, observation without judgment. Step number 2, expressing feelings. Step number 3, identifying needs. Step number 4, making requests, not demands. And now I would like to explain each of the 4 steps with an example. Step number 1, observation without judgment. Instead of labeling or criticizing, we can simply describe what we see or hear. For example, instead of saying, "You're always late," we can say, "I noticed you have arrived 20 minutes after our agreed time." This removes blame and it makes space for dialogue. And now, step number 2, expressing feelings. We often skip this part or confuse feelings with thoughts. But in nonviolent communication, we share our emotions openly. We say, "I feel frustrated," or we say, "I feel joyful." By naming our feelings, we invite others into our inner world. Step number 3, identifying needs. Behind every feeling, there is always a need. For example, frustration may reflect a need for respect or reliability, while joy may reflect a need for connection or celebration. Needs are universal. Every human being shares them. Recognizing this helps us see each other's humanity. And finally, step number 4, making requests, not demands. Instead of ordering or controlling, we can clearly and respectfully ask for what might enrich life. For example, we can say, "Would you be willing to call me if you are running late?" So a request keeps the door open for dialogue, but it shuts the door. Rosenberg also emphasizes on empathic listening, truly hearing the feelings and needs behind someone's words. When we listen with empathy, even anger and criticism become opportunities to understand pain and unmet needs. What makes nonviolent communication so powerful is that it shifts the focus from winning arguments to creating connection and compassion. It transforms conversations in families, workplaces, communities, even in conflict zones, where Rosenberg himself used these tools for peace building. So here is the essence. When we communicate with judgment, we create distance. But when we communicate with empathy, we create bridges. And when we express ourselves honestly while listening deeply, healing naturally happens. So nonviolent communication is not just about resolving conflicts. It's about living in a way that empowers us to speak from the heart, to listen without defensiveness, and to build relationships grounded in respect, compassion, and authentic connection. If you take away one thing from this book, let it be this. Every criticism, every harsh word, every conflict is really a tragic expression of an unmet need. When we learn to hear those needs, our own and others, we began to heal, inspire, and empower. I would like to end this episode with a poem which emphasizes on choosing our words carefully because they can be windows or they can be walls. Words are windows or they are walls. A poem by Ruth Bebermeyer. I feel so sentenced by your words. I feel so judged and sent away. Before I go, I've got to know, is that what you mean to say? Before I rise to my defense, before I speak in hurt and fear, before I build that wall of words, tell me, did I really hear? Words are windows or they are walls. They sentence us or set us free. When I speak and when I hear, let the love light shine through me. There are things I need to say, things that mean so much to me. If my words don't make me clear, will you help me to be free? If I seem to put you down, if you felt I didn't care, try to listen through my words to the feelings that we share. You are listening to Infinity Podcast, a show that is aiming to inspire personal growth. My name is Sediqa Sarwari, and I'm a passionate lifelong learner. Here on this podcast, I'm talking about the best parts of the books that I'm reading. Follow Infinity if you want to get inspired or if you are interested in personal development.